Okay, I'm back in my course and I want to set up my gradebook. Before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up. I'm going to turn editing on. And I don't want people to know that I've pilfered this stuff from Michelle's Sandbox, and I can't even remember who the other Sandbox materials I took things from, but there you have it. Or Perline's. So let's hide that fact. So what I'm going to do right now, with my editing turned on, is I am going to edit this section and use the default section name. And I'm sorry about this, Michelle, but I'm going to take this all out. It's lovely, but not in Cary Grant's course. I'm just going to delete that and save changes. I just selected it all. I put it into HTML mode and selected it all. Great. And now I'm going to bring this section up. A little bit of cleanup before I get in and do my gradebook. Whoop. I think I did that. If you double click that arrow, you can select where the topic goes. So I'm going to get rid of this actually, Pauline. I guess I brought topic 5 there too. There, starting to look a little bit more like a typical course. And I'm going to get rid of this. I have no idea where half this stuff came from. Well, I know this is from Pauline. Topic 2, let me just bring this up. There we go. And I can rename those later. So I'm going to quickly go in and show you how to set up the gradebook from here now, because we already have assignments in here. So I'm going to go under Administration, Grades. And I don't have to go and reset anything like I did as an administrator in that demo course. I'm going to click on Grader Report, go down to Categories and Items. We already have a lot of items. I'm missing categories. So I'm going to add 3 categories just like I did in the previous video. My first category is assignments. And change the aggregation from natural to simple weighted mean of grades. And that's all I need to do right now. Save the changes. Let's add another category. It was, I believe, tests. Change the aggregation method. Save changes. And the final one is discussions, I believe we had. Change that. And save changes. Okay, and now I have my categories. What I want to do is I want to change the value of each of these. So for assignments, I believe we said that would be 50%. Tests were 30%. And discussions were 20%. That'll give us 100%, right? 20, 30, 50, yes. Save changes. And now what we want to do is move our items. See how they're all counting 0 value right now? That's because they're out of our categories. We have to put them in the categories for them to start getting weights. They're 0 weighted right now because they're not counted. So what I'm going to do, this was an assignment. Actually, I can select all of these assignments. Much easier. And move them into my assignments. And that should take effect. There we go. So on assignments, I have all of that right now. And I've only got one other thing to move, and it's discussion. So I can either use this or this. And right now I have nothing in tests. I suppose we should go back and create a simple test. It doesn't matter what it is. We can call it a test, even if it's just an assignment. So let's move describing garments. Let's pretend it's a test. We'll move that. And there we go. Even though it's not a real test, it's more like an assignment, we can still count it under our test category. So now everything is accounted for. I've got something in everything, and I'm going to save changes. And now I want to change my overall grading system. So what I need to do is I need to go back into Grader Report, my overall course grade. That's what I want to change. Turn editing on, and click the cog or gear icon under the course title. And I'm going to change my grading method, my aggregation method, to a weighted mean of grades. So that means it's going to take everything in that category, in those categories, and average them out. And how do I want to display this grade? Yes, value is what we want. Let's go to show more. And I want it to display as a letter and a percent. And it already defaults to 0 decimal points. I think I've set that at the site level. And we'll save changes. I could also change my other categories, like the assignments, tests. I can change the way they display as well. Let's do that. I'm going to hit the cog or the gear, and I want to go to category total, and I want to show more. That's new to 2.9, the grade to pass. We'll look at that maybe a little later on next week. So the grade to display, we want this one as a percentage, just a percentage, because that's the overall grade, and that's good. Save changes. Let's do the same for the other two categories, the tests and the discussion. So I'm going to move over tests, category total, show more, percentage. Save changes. And discussions. Category total, show more, percentage, save changes. And I'm going to turn editing off